Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will be continuing with the topic branch and departmental accounts. Study note number 10, branch and departmental accounts. We are doing branch accounts. Accounting system of dependent branch. 4 accounting systems dependent branch uses. We have already seen first 3 accounting system. Now today in this particular video I will be talking about wholesale branch system. Wholesale branch system, wholesale and retail profit at branch. A branch may be operated both under the retail profit basis as well as under wholesale profit basis. For instance, the cost price of a product is 100, the retail price is 160 and wholesale price is rupees 150. Now under retail profit basis, there will be a profit of rupees 60, that is 160 minus 100. 160 is retail price, 100 is cost price earned by the branch. But if it is sold under wholesale basis, that is if branch is getting goods at or branch is selling goods at wholesale price and getting it at cost, the amount of profit will be 50. Branch is getting it at cost 100 but it is selling it at 150. Profit will be 50. Usually it is the usual practice to debit branch with wholesale profit basis to know the usual profit made by a branch. For this purpose, head office trading account will be credited with goods sent to branch at wholesale price. At the same time, closing stock at branch should be valued as per wholesale price basis. Closing stock at branch should be valued at wholesale price basis and head office trading account will be credited with goods sent to branch at wholesale price. You are supposed to prepare columnar trading account where you have 2 columns, head office as well as branch. Head office is sending goods and branch is receiving goods. So branch account debit side, it is to be recorded received from head office. Same is to be recorded in the trading account at credit side of head office account because head office is sending the goods and branch is receiving the goods. So in columnar trading account, head office column, credit side, goods sent to branch and branch account debit side, good received from head office at wholesale price. Closing stock at branch should be valued at wholesale price. Now stock is to be valued at cost or net realizable value, whichever is low. So for correct calculation of profit, loading, that is unrealized profit on stock, is to be removed. If stock is valued not at cost but above cost, that is at wholesale price, loading is to be removed. This loading is recorded in profit and loss account. Opening stock loading will be recorded on credit side of profit and loss account and closing stock loading will be recorded on debit side of profit and loss account, but it will be recorded in head office column and not in branch column even if closing stock or opening stock is of branch, because ultimately you are finding out the profit of head office. Loading is to be entered in profit and loss account of head office column. For this, head office should make proper reserve on closing stock at branch. The entry will be profit and loss account debit wholesale price minus cost price to stock reserve. Now we'll see one illustrative example, so this will be more clear to you. Illustration 4. X Limited has a retail branch at Puri. Goods are sold at 60% profit on cost. The wholesale price is cost plus 40%. If cost is 100, wholesale price is 140 and retail price, selling price is 160. Goods are invoiced from Delhi head office to branch at Puri at wholesale price. Wholesale price is 100 plus 40, which is 140. From the following particulars, ascertain the profit made at head office and branch for the year ended 31st March 13. Two columns, head office and branch. Opening stock at head office 7 lakhs, branch is nil. Columnar trading account will prepare two opening stock, head office and branch is nil. Two purchases, head office and branch purchases are nil. Goods sent to branch at invoice price. This will be credited in trading account head office column, but same will be debited in trading account branch column. Sales, trading account credit, respective columns. Closing stock, trading account credit, respective columns. Expenses, profit and loss account debit, respective columns, head office and branch. Sales at head office are made only on wholesale basis. That is, head office is sending goods to branch at wholesale price, and that at branch only to customers. Branch sells goods to customers at retail price. Stock at head office is valued at invoice price. Stock at head office is valued at invoice price. Invoice price is same as wholesale price. Why? Because head office sells at wholesale basis, so invoice is wholesale price. Stock at head office is at wholesale price, invoice price. Branch stock is also at wholesale price because branch is getting goods from head office at wholesale price. You are supposed to remove the loading and enter it on the opposite side of profit and loss account in head office column. Let cost price be 100, wholesale price is 100 plus 40, 140. Wholesale price is known as invoice price. It is selling at head office. Same 140. Wholesale price, invoice price, selling price of head office. Selling price at branch is 100 plus 60, which is 160. As goods are sent to branch at wholesale price, that is 140, branch stock should be valued at the same price. Wholesale price on opening stock of head office. Head office opening stock is 7 lakhs. So wholesale profit, this is loading, wholesale profit on opening stock of head office 40 divided by 140 multiplied by 7 lakhs, which is 2 lakhs. Cost is 100, wholesale price is 140, so profit is 40. 40 divided by 140 is loading on invoice price. Closing stock at head office is 16 lakhs 80,000, loading on that 16 lakhs 80,000 into 40 divided by 140, 4 lakh 80,000. Loading on closing stock on branch 2 lakhs 50,000, 52,000. 2 lakhs 52,000 into 40 by 140 is 72,000. Loading on opening stock is to be credited to profit and loss account. Loading on closing stock is to be debited to profit and loss account of head office column. Now we'll see the solution. Two opening stock at invoice price, head office. Two purchases, only head office. Buy sales, head office and branch. Goods sent to branch account. Head office has sent goods to head office trading credit side, and branch trading account branch column debit side. Same 15 lakhs 12,000. Closing stock of head office and branch to be entered. Balancing figure will be gross profit carried down in profit and loss account, gross profit brought down to expenses. Just now we have seen working notes. Loading on opening stock of head office will be credited to profit and loss account but head office column, and loading on closing stock of head office and branch is to be debited to profit and loss account both in head office column. Closing stock reserve on branch stock 2,52,000 into 40 upon 140 and head office 16,80,000 into 40 upon 140. Balancing figure is to be transferred to general profit and loss account, which is net profit. Illustration 5. White Limited with their head office at Kolkata invoiced goods to their Ranchi branch at 20% less than list price, which is cost plus 100%. List price is cost plus 100% if cost is 100. List price is 100 plus 100, 200, and invoice price is 200 minus 20% of 200. 20% less than list price. 200 minus 40, 20% of 200 is 40, which is equal to 160. With instructions that cash sales are made at invoice price and credit sales at list price. Cash sales are to be made at invoice and credit sales are to be made at list price. List price is 200, invoice price is 160, just now we have seen. From the following particulars, prepare branch stock account and branch stock adjustment account for the year ended 31st December 18. Stock on 1118 at invoice price 2400. Opening stock at invoice price. Opening debtors, cash received from debtors, goods received from head office at invoice price. This is to be recorded in branch stock account. This is to be recorded in branch stock account. Goods returned to head office 200. We'll assume that it is invoice price. This is also to be recorded in branch stock account. We'll also assume that it is at invoice price. Cash sales and credit sales. Sales, cash and credit. It is to be credited to branch stock account. Expenses of branch. Remittances to head office. Closing debtors. Closing stock. Will assume it is at invoice price. Now opening stock loading will be credited to adjustment account. Goods received from head office loading will be credited to adjustment account. Goods returned to head office loading will be debited to adjustment account, and closing stock loading will be debited to adjustment account. Now we'll see the solution. You are supposed to prepare only branch stock account and branch stock adjustment account. Let cost price be 100, list price is 100% of cost price, list price is 100 plus 100, which is equal to 200. Invoice price is 20% less than list price, that is 200 minus 20% of 200, which is equal to 160. Cash sales are made at invoice price, that is rupees 160. Cash sales are made at rupees 160 per unit, whereas credit sales are made at list price, that is 200. Amount charged on credit sales is more than invoice prices. 200 minus 160 is 40. That is, credit sales price per unit is more by rupees 40 than cash sales. 40 rupees is extra on 200 list price. So percentage is 20%. 40 divided by 200 into 100, 20% of list price. Goods sold on credit. Credit sales are 20,000. Amount charged in excess of invoice price is 20% of 20,000, which is equal to 4,000. See, when your list price is 200, your invoice price is 160. Credit sales are at list price. If you want to find out what is the invoice price of credit sale, how will you do it? 20,000 divided by 200 multiplied by 160. So invoice price of credit sales will be 16,000. List price of credit sales is 20,000. 20 minus 16, 4,000 is excess over invoice price. So this is to be debited to branch stock account and it is to be credited to branch stock adjustment account, so that your branch stock will be at invoice price. If the cost is 100, then invoice price is 160, therefore loading on invoice price is 60 upon 160 into 100, 37.5% is loading on invoice price. 37.5%, they have calculated percentage, or in fraction 60 divided by 160, that is 6 upon 16. Loading on invoice price is 6 upon 16 or 37.5%. Loading on surplus, 37.5% of 120 is 45. This 45 represents loading, therefore it is to be credited to branch stock adjustment account. The balance 75, 120 minus 45 is to be credited to branch profit and loss account. Now we'll go to solution and I will explain you. In the books of White Limited, Ranchi branch stock account and Ranchi branch stock adjustment account. Balance brought down 2400. Loading on 2400, 37.5%. Just now we have seen loading is 37.5% of invoice price, or it is 6 upon 60 upon 160, that is 6 upon 16. So 2400 into 37.5%, it is to be credited to Ranchi branch stock adjustment account by stock reserve 900. To goods sent to branch account 26,400. By goods sent to branch account return 200. This is received from head office, this is returned to head office. So net amount is 26,400 minus 200 is 26,200. Loading on that 26,200 into 37.5% will be loading 9825. By goods sent to branch account 9825. You can do this way also. 26,400, find out the loading, credit it to adjustment account. On 200, find out the loading, debit it to adjustment account. But what is done in the solution is 26,400 minus 200. On 26,200 directly they have calculated loading and credited to branch stock adjustment account. Now to Ranchi branch adjustment 4,000 and Ranchi branch stock adjustment account credit 4,000. This is nothing but excess of list price over invoice price. Credit sales 20,000, this is at list price. If you convert it to invoice price, it will be 20,000 divided by 200 into 160, 16,000. So 4,000 is excess over invoice price. Credit it to branch stock account, debit it to branch stock account and credit it to branch stock adjustment account. So 20,000 minus 4,000, everything will be at invoice price. Cash sales by bank at invoice price. Balance carried down 3520 at invoice price. Loading will be debited to stock reserve. Now if you balance this, credit is more by 120, this is surplus. 37.5% of surplus will be credited to branch stock adjustment account. Remaining surplus will be debited to profit and loss account. 13,450 balancing figure is gross profit. Adjustment account gives gross profit. Example third, page number 519. Jaggu and Company, Delhi operates a branch at Jaipur to which goods are invoiced at wholesale price, which is cost plus 25%. Branch sells the goods at retail price, which is wholesale price plus 20%. If cost is 100, wholesale price is 125 and retail price will be wholesale price plus 20%, 125 plus 20% of 125. Following information provided for the year ended 31st March 2014. Stock at branch on 1/4/13, 1,65,000. Branch stock account, to balance brought down. Goods invoiced to branch during the year. 2 goods sent to branch account. Branch stock account debit to goods sent to branch account, 17,82,000. Expenses of branch for the year. Branch profit and loss account debit to expenses. Gross profit made by branch, 3,30,000. Stock at branch, closing stock at branch, branch stock account, by balance carried down. Some goods were destroyed by fire during the year. Some of the goods are destroyed by fire. The branch stock account balancing figure will be goods destroyed by fire. You are required to prepare branch stock account, branch profit and loss account, branch stock reserve account. Stock reserve account has to be prepared. Opening stock and closing stock is given. Opening stock loading will be credited to stock reserve account as by balance brought down. Closing stock loading will be debited to stock reserve account as to balance carried down, and it gets transferred to adjustment account. So they have asked you to prepare only branch stock account, branch profit and loss account, and branch stock reserve account. I will give you working notes and I want you to do this question. If you see in this particular question, they have given you opening stock, closing stock, goods sent, but sales figure is missing. So branch stock account, opening stock debit, goods sent to branch is debited. Closing stock you are supposed to credit. Find out sales figure. Sales figure also will write it to the credit of branch stock account. Gross profit is given. Gross profit will debit it to branch stock account only. We'll call it as surplus, apparent gross profit, and balancing figure will be goods lost by fire. Then branch profit and loss account. Gross profit will be credited 3,30,000. Expenses will be debited. Whatever you will get as balancing figure lost by fire will be debited, and balancing figure will be net profit. Goods are invoiced at wholesale price, which is cost plus 25%. When cost is 100, wholesale price is 125. Branch sells goods at retail price, which is wholesale price plus 20%. When wholesale price is 125, retail price is 125 plus 20% of 125, which is equal to 150. So cost is 100, wholesale price is 125 and retail price is 150. Retail price minus wholesale price is gross profit. 150 minus 125, 25 is gross profit. When gross profit is 25, retail price, that is sales, is 150. Gross profit is given, which is 3,30,000. What will be the sales? So sales will be 3,30,000 divided by 25 into 150. So sales figure is 19,80,000. So I want you to prepare ledger accounts and do this question on your own and find out the profit. You are supposed to prepare branch stock account, to balance brought down, to goods sent to branch, by balance carried down, to gross profit, by sales, balancing figure will be by goods lost by fire, branch profit and loss account, by gross profit, to goods lost by fire, to expenses, balancing figure will be net profit, stock reserve account, by balance brought down, loading of opening stock, To balance carried down, loading of closing stock which gets transferred to adjustment account. So prepare these 3 ledger accounts and check whether your answer is correct. Thank you.